Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make the ultimate survival base. This base features an enchanting room, a mob room, a smelting room, a brewing room. It even has 4 different kinds of underground farms, a couple of nether portals, and we also have a bedroom which has absolutely every single crafting implement that you would possibly need. Here are all of the materials that you will need to make your base. Please do make sure that you have access to all of those materials and enough of them as well. Now that we have all of our stuff, we can get started. The first thing that we have to do is make the foundation for our base, which we actually lay out on top of our world. So we want to begin by placing 9 oak slabs in a row on the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then it is much easier if you are looking down upon what you're building. You want to extend that 9th block up, right, up, right, up, right, up, right. And then you want to go up by 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Leave a gap of 2, that's very important. And then place another 9 oak slabs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You then want to go left, up, left, up, left, up, left, up, and then left by 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You then want to leave a gap of 2, once again very important, and then place another 9 going left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You then want to go down, left, down, left, down, left, down, left, and then down by 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Leave a gap of 2 on the ground, and then place another 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Go right, down, right, down, right, down, right, down, and then right by 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What that will give you is this. This is the outline for the outer part of our base. It's a very important series of blocks that we just placed. What we are now going to do is this, and I've made it quite easy for you. So, everywhere on the 4 sides of our base where we have the oak wood slabs that aren't connected to anything, they have a gap of 2 between each other. You want to, leaving a gap of 2 between the oak wood slabs, you want to leave a gap of 2 in the ground, and then you want to place 1, 2, 3, 4 oak slabs, and then 1, 2, 3 extending inwards. So you place 4 extending towards the center, and then you extend outwards by 3. And you want to do this on all of the sides. This is the easiest way for you to do it. So you leave a gap of 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you extend to the side 1, 2, 3 like this. So you make a right angle. And you want to do this on all 4 of the sides. So remember, you leave a gap of 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. You make right angles everywhere. So for those of you that don't have the white concrete foundation that I have laid out on the ground to make sure that I don't go wrong, this is going to be the easiest way for you to build this. So once we do have all of the pairs of oak wood slabs placed on the ground in right angles like this, what you then want to do is you want to connect all of the corners together, and that's very, very easy to do because, as you can see, you take the blocks that we extended inwards by 3 and then we simply extend them inwards again and out and in and out and in, and eventually they will all join together rather naturally, and in and out, in, out, in, and you just want to go all the way around and you want to turn them into essentially what they are is little semicircles really. So we want to have something which should look like this. So once we have actually managed to achieve this effect, the next thing that we are going to do is we are going to lay the foundations for the center point of our base. You are creepy over there. Yeah, you walk away. So when it comes to the center point of our base, not every side is like the other. You have an entrance or a nether portal, and they are complete opposite each other. So it's up to you how you want to start, where you want to place what, but I'm going to start on this side here. And from the two corners that we have created using our right angles of oak slabs, I want you to leave a gap of 2 and then place an oak plank. So that applies to each one of these two corners. You leave a gap of 2 extending towards the center, place the oak planks. We're then going to extend each of the oak planks inwards. We'll do it evenly. And then we want to extend the oak planks outwards by 2 on both sides. And then inwards by 2 on both sides. And then I am going to be placing an obsidian on the ends of the oak planks like this. And when it comes down to it, we then want to extend the obsidians up each by 3. 1, 2, 3. You then want to extend them across by 3. 1, 2, 3. And then down also by 3. And you can join them together in the ground as well. And this will form nether portals. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and join them together in the ground. So, this is going to be an entrance side to the house. We have our nether portals marked out, and when it comes to the nether portals, we want to place oak planks behind the blocks that connected down to the ground. You want to extend the planks 2 rows towards you to the opposite side of the base, 2 rows inwards, and then you want to take the end blocks of the 2 rows and you just want to flare them out. So as you can see, this is what we want to have so far. We're going to make a little bit more of the structure of the house, I think, because I think it will help us quite a bit. So we're going to take the first 2 oak planks that we have on both sides. We'll do one side and then the other, and we want to extend them up each by 2. So like 1, 2, 1, 2, like this. We're going to join them together at the top. And then what we're going to do is we're going to extend the 2 corner blocks, and we're going to extend them, and we're going to make them follow the same path as the oak planks did below them. So what that means is that as we look down upon them like this, it's basically the same thing but just a row of gap in between. We're going to place an oak plank behind the entrance and behind the nether portal as well, and this will help to just seal things up a little bit. When it comes down to it, we're also going to place 2 oak wood planks just above where the actual entrance will be. I think that might be sufficient. And on the opposite side, we want to do the same. So we'll extend these 2 blocks up here where the entrance is, up by 2. We'll join them together. We'll place the 2 extra ones up above the top. And then we'll place all of the oak wood planks that we need to place to form the sides of the build here a little bit. So like this, and here, and here, and also here, and here, just like that. So that is looking pretty good, I think. The next thing that we have to do, I suppose that we should get the rest of the materials out here. We need spruce wood stairs, spruce wood slabs, and oak doors. And you might even want to perhaps, we can use stone for this. So basically, I want to mark out where the doors are going to be, and I'm using stone as the foundation. That's subject to change. And I'm just going to place the oak doors. We are also missing another block that we should be using, which is glass pane. So this is where the doors go. And, oh, we do actually have glass pane with us as well, so we will grab that. Glass pane is going to be placed in the 4 corners of the house, like this, just to give a little bit of natural light to the center part of our house. That's looking pretty good. And now we have to do the roof. So the roof is a little bit different in that we're going to use spruce wood stairs, hanging over above the entrances on both the front and the opposite side of the house. The spruce wood stairs are of course also going to overhang the front of the build by 1 row, and we want to place upside down ones underneath just like this. We're going to do the same on the opposite side as well, so we'll do this exact same thing just up above this entrance / exit 2. We'll have everything overhang. We'll have the upside down stairs underneath all of these as well, because it does just look way better if you do it like that. There we go, that's looking pretty good. And then what do we do when it comes to the rest of the roof? So it's actually a little bit tricky in that, well, what we're going to do is we're going to place spruce wood stairs extending across the tops of the oak wood plank areas like this. So spruce wood stairs across the top of the oak wood plank areas, just kind of like going around like this. What we're also going to do is the second layer of spruce wood stairs, we're going to place them like so. And basically, it just works very naturally. Like the first layer of stairs, it's almost as if it wants to go around and extend through past the nether portal, but it can't, of course. So we're also going to extend the top of the nether portal one row inwards on both sides, and then that will give the spruce wood stairs, the second layer of spruce wood stairs, something to grip onto. So it will look a little bit better, and we can even cover up that second layer of the nether portal with some spruce wood stairs. We can, however, connect the very top of the roof together, so the third and final layer of stairs, we can actually just connect it together front to back. What we can then do is use these spruce wood slabs, as I mentioned, we can use them just to cover up the nether portal a little bit like so. So you can see we can add that final layer there, we can extend these spruce wood slabs just across the top of the nether portal a little bit. Another thing that you could use is spruce trapdoors. It actually looks kind of cool as well, which we may try out later, but there you go, that's kind of like the centerpiece to the house, so to speak. So what else do we want to do here? So what I want to point out is what is going to be like on the ground level and what's going to be underground. So I'm actually going to use stone bricks, and basically all of the four like straight bits of land that kind of connect to the doors and the nether portal, all of these are going to be stone bricks. So again, I want to demonstrate what's above ground, what's underground, what is just like below ground level, because there is a big difference between all of those, and we just want to place all of this stone bricks as you can see me doing here. So all of this is on the ground level. This is, you can just walk straight into the center part of the house if you so choose. So this is a very, very simple part of the build, really. You can just, as I mentioned, you just walk, you're just walking through, you need to drop something off, you can just walk straight to it, easy as that. I'm going to destroy left and right of where the path connects to the nether portal and the entrance, and I'm going to be placing some oak trapdoors. Now there's going to be a reason for that, so we're going to do this all the way around. So wherever the stone bricks join to the nether portals or to the entrances of the house, destroy left and right, place some oak trapdoors on there, and then that will set us up for the next little part that we're going to be doing. And as a matter of fact, I think that we've just done that. So this is what we should have at the moment, and we're doing a pretty good job here, and this certainly does show you what the house looks like before it starts getting cool, because we have not even begun yet. So the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to dig in between the four sides of the house here. All of these corners we're going to dig, and we're going to replace this with glass. So all four of these sides are actually going to be glass. The cool part about this is where we're placing glass now, and underneath these stone brick paths that we have dug out and placed, we are going to have a large amount of farming area. So because the glass exists, we managed to get some natural light to the farms. We still get to see the farms, which is really, really cool as well. So you can always keep an eye on them, even if you don't go into what I would call the farming tunnels. And it is just a really cool part of the house. So that's why we have the trapdoors. They kind of like show us where the farms are going to be underneath the house itself. This is going to be a literal underground component to the house. It's not just going to be below ground level. So as you can see, that already looks a little bit cooler, doesn't it? So this brings us on to the next thing. What are we going to be doing next? Well, the next thing for us to do is we have to dig out all four of these sections that we've created. So we literally just want to use the oak wood slabs as a marker, and we want to dig down 3 rows. So that's going to be 1, 2, and 3. We want to dig down 3 rows. So the reason that we want to dig down 3 is that we want to be able to place 3 sets of stone brick stairs extending downwards from here. So we want to be able to place 1, 2, 3 extending down. We want to be able to place stairs extending down from every single one of the sides. So I am going to dig out 3 rows directly in between all of the layers of oak wood slabs, and I'll also place the stairs as well because that's a very important part. So this is what it will look like once you have dug 3 rows down inside each one of those 4 individual sections, and if you also apply some stairs to those sections as well. You may also choose to add ladders to a particular section instead, which is just as easy to do. So I'll just take this side at random. Instead of having these stairs, what you can do is you can simply just dig down from these stone bricks, and we'll do this on both sides. You can just dig down from the stone bricks, replace the area in the ground with stone bricks as well. And then if we were to grab some ladders, you can have a ladder section instead. Now, this is a useful area for if you have something inside of a section, something inside of like a room, if you want to call it a room, that can escape via stairs. So we can keep some livestock in here, chickens, cows, etc., whatever we want, maybe even sea turtles, although you'd have to make them a beach, otherwise that's just kind of cruel. So that's what we want to have so far. So I'm keeping one of those sections ladders, but you could have 2 if you like, and we have dug 3 rows down. So what is it that we're going to be doing next? Well, we're actually going to be doing 2 separate things, okay? So number 1, we need some stone, and number 2, we need some stone bricks. And what we're going to do is dig out all of the walls. So everywhere underneath, this is specific to underneath the oak plank, or oak slabs rather, they're not planks. Underneath the oak slabs, we want to dig out underneath every single one of them, and we want to replace underneath the slabs with stone bricks. We want to replace the floor using stone, and this is the easiest version of what you can do with the floor. If you like, you can also add a different texture to the floor by using stairs, by using cobble, by using different kinds of stone blocks, but we want to dig out all of the floor, and we want to dig out all of the walls and replace the floor with stone and replace the walls with stone bricks. And once that has been done, so this is what your base will look like once you have dug out all of the floor and replaced it with stone. Or in one case, as you might be able to see, I have placed grass, and this is because I'm going to have some mobs down here, probably some cows, maybe some pigs, maybe some chickens, I don't know yet exactly, but we have replaced all of the floor and we have replaced the walls using the stone bricks as well. Now, unfortunately, it isn't strictly going to stay that way. So, what are we going to be doing once we have done all of this? We've done the floor and the walls. Well, we have to highlight certain parts of the walls of the base using some oak wood. So, all we're going to be doing, and we'll start on this side, it doesn't really matter where because we've got to do it everywhere. There's certain part of the walls that I want to highlight with the oak wood, as I mentioned. Now, that is going to be left and right of where you walk in, so left and right of the entrance. I want to have oak wood extending up from the ground, and I want the oak wood to poke up half a row higher than the actual oak slabs, and I'm going to be placing oak trapdoors on top. I think that this is just a really good way to highlight certain parts of the base, and I'm going to be doing it on the opposite sides of those areas as well, so not only the entrance but also just opposite the entrance as well, basically just opposite the stairs. I'm not only going to be doing it there, but I'm also going to be placing the oak fence in 2 other places as well. So in the center parts of each one of our individual rooms, each one of our segments, I'm going to be placing some oak wood on the ends of the rows of 4 that we placed, so kind of just to break up this area a little bit. And what that's also going to allow me to do is I'm going to be digging and destroying the stone bricks on the 2 upper layers that we have, and I'm going to be replacing this with glass. This is going to allow us to see inside of our where we will be having our farms. So that's pretty much what I want to do, and we'll even be escalating that a little bit further afterwards. But we'll start with all of the oak. So that's what you've got to do, ladies and gentlemen. So basically just left and right of all of the entrance points to the base, we're going to replace it with the actual oak wood. We're going to stick some oak trapdoors on there too. I don't think that we're going to be placing oak wood anywhere else except for those particular parts in the middle. So here, these two rows, because I like the idea that the oak wood essentially kind of highlights where you can go. I always like to try and do this with bases in particular and houses, especially where there's like lots to explore and lots to see. I like the idea that the oak would kind of point you in a direction of where you can go, because we're also going to be able to access all of our farms, and the way that we access those farms is actually very, very similar to where we're placing the oak wood. So it's actually going to be kind of like in this position. So anywhere that the oak wood is pretty much going to be you know, something that you are going to want to explore. So and on top of that, it's just a nice way to have just something a little bit different rather than just oak wood or stone bricks. So it certainly helps there too. I think that we've almost done. I don't know how many times we've actually done this. Oh, okay, so now we have placed all of the oak wood, and this is a good way. There you go, perfect. So now you can actually see as well where we have all of the oak wood placed. So you can see everywhere that has been highlighted specifically. So what are we going to be doing next? The next thing that we are going to do is, as I mentioned, we kind of want to make the underground farm areas. And let me dig out all of the stone bricks from the center. Oh, I guess I kind of missed this. I can't believe it. I missed the oak wood here. I thought it looked a little bit weird. So yeah, the middle part here has to be done. Did I miss any more? Did I miss any more? No, I did all the rest of the center area. So I'm going to destroy the glass. I'm going to place glass where the two upper layers of the stone bricks are for each one of the kind of the center points of each one of the four sections. So I think I've done them all. There we go. And on the left and right sides of these areas is where we want to be able to enter. Underneath this glass here, all of this has to be dug out, and also that also includes like the white concrete that I've got placed and everything. All of this wants to be dug out because every single one of these areas here are going to be farms. So the white concrete, of course, wants to be replaced with glass. We also want to create a wall. It's kind of tricky because we've got quite a few things to do down here, ladies and gentlemen. So we also need to create some walls. So walls are going to be placed underneath the house area. So where we have the white concrete, underneath the oak wood plank blocks that we used to kind of like make the foundation for our house that we can see just up above us here, we actually want to join these blocks, and the obsidian too for the nether portals. All of these blocks kind of want to be joined down to the ground. This is where we have the... This is kind of like the limits of the farm area here. And then we're actually going to want to hoe all of this land, and we're going to want to turn it into a farm, but not quite yet. We can do that a little bit later on. But we actually also want to be able to get to all of the farms as well. So you can see that little section's dug out there, but if we come over this side, for instance, and we dig out the two entrance areas, which would be on the left and right side, once again, you want to be able to access it from both sides. Not only do you want to be able to walk through one like from here and to be able to walk out through the other side, but you're actually going to want to be able to walk straight through. I think that, yeah, perfect. So you're going to want to be able to walk straight through into the next farm, and so on and so forth, because we're all going to have different things. So like carrots, potatoes, wheat, and also some beetroot as well. So we want to dig out underneath all of the house, as I mentioned, like this. We're going to place some stone bricks. We're going to want to destroy underneath the oak slabs if you have anything there and replace it with glass. And we also want to dig in between all of the areas, and we're going to make it look nice as well. So like for instance, where we have this section here, so you can see this would be connected down. I'm going to make some like crevices in the actual sides here as well, and I'm going to place some like oak wood planks, and I'm just going to make it look nice like on both sides. So instead of having it look a bit shabby and a bit boring, I am going to be placing all of these stone bricks down like this, and I'll create some crevices, and we can have some composters in here as well, and we can have some like just some chests. The area in between all of the farms, you might want to make them a little bit different. You might want to add some like oak planks into the floor, or maybe some stone bricks, or just maybe some regular stone or something like that. And like I said, we can have some chests here, maybe even some lanterns like above the chests and stuff. But that is the next thing that we have to do. We have to dig out all of these areas. You can see that we've just about done 2 of them, and we just have to dig out all 4 and join them all together. So that is going to be the next thing that we work on. So I actually just finished digging out all of the tunnels, and I wanted to show you what it will look like once that has been 100% fully completed. So all of these tunnels, as you can see, it's all the same. They are all connected together. They go around in a circle. You can see that the areas in between, and this is actually where like the straight path leads from the outside of the base to the actual house. Underneath here we have kind of lanterns, and we can have some composters, and we can have some chests and stuff to store all of our crops. But yeah, this is what all of the passages will look like. You're supposed to be able to look directly up above, and you'll be able to see all of the glass, and you should be able to walk in between them. And do you know what's funny, ladies and gentlemen, is I actually realized that at this point, the base is actually done. There is actually nothing else to do with the base except one very simple thing. We have to decorate it. We have to move all of the stuff that we actually want inside of our survival base in here. So that's what we're going to be doing next. And I'm not going to do it on recording, ladies and gentlemen, because it's going to be a very, very lengthy process, and you might not want to do the exact same thing that I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to go away. I'm going to turn this base all survivally. I'm going to segment all of the rooms. I'm going to give them all an individual purpose. And once I'm back, I'll show you exactly what that looks like, and hopefully you'll be able to get some inspiration, or maybe you just want to kind of see how much room you've got. So this is actually the base complete. If you've got your own plans for the base, then absolutely no problem. But I'm going to go away and I'm going to do exactly what I said. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is what your survival base will look like once it has been 100% fully completed. As you can see, we have each one of the 4 individual sections filled in. We have all of our farms. We have even decorated the inside of the central house. So let's take a look at these individually, and actually let's take a look at them on foot, since that makes most sense. So the first section that we'll look at is an extensive enchanting and also upgrading and fixing section. So this is what it looks like. I really like this. We've got the vines, we've got the bookshelves. It's looking really, really cool. We've got the enchanting tables. If we move on over to the next section, we have an extensive brewing section. We have plenty of places to store our potions, to brew. We have just space upon space upon space. Really, really cool as well. Here we have kind of like a smelting area, and we have even more room to smelt if we like as well. We have a bit of a decorative lava pool. We have some anvils as well. We have built-in storage into the walls. We have so much stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Here we have a little bit of a farm section, so you can keep whatever you want in here. The animals can actually escape if they get creative as well. It is possible for them to escape, so if you make sure that you don't place more than like 1 block on the sides, they can't use each other to intelligently escape. But it's just a really cool thing to have, kind of just like a mob section, have a little farm. If we walk in between all of these sections as well, we have all of the underground farms. So this is, I want to say, carrots. It could also be wheat. I actually can't identify. It's almost certainly wheat. We have a wheat section. Here we have, these are carrots. You get that. Yeah, those are definitely carrots. We have the composters, and we also have the chests in between. Here we have potatoes, and finally that will make these beetroots as well. These are all connected together. You can walk in between each one of the sections of the house if you like. Such a cool thing. We can walk up here as well, and You want to escape, don't you? We can walk straight into the Nether portal if you like, and you can even see behind the Nether portal we actually have the base hidden in the middle. We can walk on top of all of the farms, which is cool, but in the center here we kind of have like a centralized area. We have all of the crafting implements that we could possibly want. We have a little bit more storage. We have the beds. We have some of our valuables. We have an ender chest. We have literally this base. I don't know where I got the egg from, but we have literally everything that we could possibly want, and I hope that you've enjoyed this tutorial. If you have enjoyed this tutorial, ladies and gentlemen, I'd really appreciate it if you could hit that like button. It really helps me and the channel out very much. If you're new around here, please do consider subscribing and clicking the little bell next to the subscription button. That'll ensure that you get all my stuff sent directly to your sub box. And if you would like to make anything else by me, I've been making a lot of survival bases, a lot of survival houses recently. Please check out the card system, description below, and the top of the comment section for more. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I love you all very much, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.